Good morning, and maybe we have the right camera. Good morning, everybody. It's been exciting so far. This is the fifth Sunday of Lent. We know that Lent is our time to prepare for something. I wonder if you've figured out yet what we're preparing for. We also use the color purple in Lent. Purple is the color the church uses as a reminder that we are preparing for something. Do you remember another time that we used the color purple? In Advent, we had 4 weeks to get ready for Christmas. In Lent, we have 6 weeks to get ready. Every year, the people of God would travel to Jerusalem, and they would travel to Jerusalem to celebrate the Passover, the festival of the Passover. They would do this in remembrance of the time that God passed over them and led them through the waters to freedom. Remember all the stories we had about Moses and Egypt and the desert. Well, this year, we are all on the road to Jerusalem. And I'm not sure which camera we're going to use. There we go. Who's going to show us the way this time? Jesus will show us the way to Jerusalem. This year, Jesus was going to Jerusalem, and he was going by a village called Jericho. And people, they started to gather along the side of the road because they had heard about Jesus, and they wanted to hear more. They wanted to see him, to listen to him, and to learn from him. So crowds of people would gather out on the road as Jesus was journeying to Jerusalem. Zacchaeus, he also had heard about Jesus. Zacchaeus was the tax collector. He was a tax collector in Jericho. But the people didn't like Zacchaeus very much, no, because he collected a lot of money. In fact, Zacchaeus was a very rich man. But he had heard about Jesus, and he also wanted to see him, and so he tried to get in to the people, but he couldn't see because he was a short man. And they wouldn't let him through, right? They didn't like him. And so Zacchaeus went up the road and he found a tree. He found a sycamore tree. And even though it was a little bit odd for a man to be climbing a tree, Zacchaeus did. He found the perfect spot so that he could see. And Jesus came along the road, and when he came to the tree, he stopped. And he said to Zacchaeus, "Zacchaeus, quick, come down, for I am going to be your guest in your home today." Well, Zacchaeus was thrilled and overjoyed, and he rushed out to meet Jesus on the road, and together they journeyed back to Zacchaeus' home. Now the people, they were confused. The people on the side of the road, they thought, why is Jesus spending time with him? He's not a good man. He's a tax collector. He took all that money that wasn't his. They were very upset with Jesus spending time with him. But Zacchaeus said to Jesus, "Oh, look, Lord, here and now I give half of my possessions to the poor. And if I have cheated anybody out of anything, I will pay back 4 times as much. And Jesus said to Zacchaeus, "Today, Zacchaeus, you are saved. You are right with God and you are right with the people." For Jesus said, "I am the special Son of God, and I have come to find and to save everyone who is lost." Now, I wonder what it felt like for Zacchaeus to try to see, but nobody let him in. And he had to find a tree and climb up way up high to see. I wonder how he felt about all the other people. I wonder what Zacchaeus and Jesus talked about. I wonder what Jesus meant by saying, "You are right with God and you are right with the people." And I wonder what Jesus meant when he said, "I have come to save everyone who is lost."